Murder mystery on the New Year's Eve. I rented out a hall, look who's attending. Friends and family unsuspecting, and the killer's amongst them. Who can it be? Who's got the right motive and the nerve, and when's the best time for it to occur? Who's got the tools and what is the word on grudges held by him or her? Who knows the layout, time of events, who's coming, most importantly when? Who's got the contacts if they don't know the most vital details of the whole show? Who's got the time to plan the whole thing with such dedication, or was it a fling that just happened? A crime of passion. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case, murder was the case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Searching for clues, investigating. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case, murder was the case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Searching for clues, investigating. Maybe it's none of the above mentioned accidental, unfortunate intervention of fate, but crime scene's remnants of a blunt weapon will add to the case. If I may theorise a theory, here lies a query. If he dies, who here gets the estate? And fear rises in here. See, the will had been changed a few days ago, and now it's including the name of Rose, but she was in the kitchen helping food prep, so my attention is on who next. What about Jacob? It wasn't a secret, he had fields of hatred, but Jacob only came here for the free booze, and he's already wasted, so that leaves you. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case, murder was the case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Searching for clues, investigating. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case, murder was the case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Searching for clues, investigating. Murder was the case, murder was the case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Eve, the perfect cover, a hall full of people who don't trust each other. I snuck through the window, dressed like a butler, cliche but effective. I wonder which method is best to proceed. Stab him and let him slow bleed, strangulation or maybe OD, or torture with hammers to both knees. But I need to find him first. Overheard he's upstairs, prepping, rehearsing his speech. A ripe opportunity, so as I tried to not be seen, someone taps my shoulder, asking where's the toilet. Told him downstairs on the left, but avoid it. Someone's being sick, probably Jacob. Think he fell for it, easy persuasion.
Tiptoe, all up in the house, the murder is close. Get in, then get out, and so we tiptoe. Up in the house, the murder is close. Get him, then get out, and so we're
on the first floor, finding a weapon. I knew I should have brought one, but now it's interesting. It keeps me on my toes as I tiptoe. There's a cupboard up ahead with the door unlocked. Have a gander and step in and see a collection of roundabouts. Tempted, I may raise question if stopped again. Drop it, carry on, there's improvised method. I creep down the corridor, I think I can hear him. In the next room, the open door, I peer through, and there he is, adjusting his tie. I notice a candle sit by the bedside. Perfect place at the perfect time. Sneak up behind of him, held in my right, and the floorboard creaks, he's spooked. Turns around and says, it's you.
Tiptoe, all up in the house, the murder is close. Get him, then get out, and so we tiptoe. All up in the house, the murder is close. Get him, then get out.
lived my life the best way I could dream. Memories of travelling, friendships across the seas. From serving in the forces in my early 20s, in successful business ventures, Lady Luck has always helped me. But I had to lay some people off and put the business first. Some friendships were tested and bridges did get burned. Extend a hand to Jacob, hope he knows it wasn't personal. The way the cookie crumbled wasn't meant to hurt at all.
I think I'm gonna die tonight, the air don't feel the same. Death embraces pleasure and I feel an early grave. Calling from the other side and welcomes me at once. With open arms and know it's time to end my final day.
Done some awful things in later years. I tried to rectify, restore my karmic balance, or at least attempt to try. At first it was just greed and I was good at what I did. But change of hearts can happen to the ones you wouldn't think. I've recently been diagnosed with cancerous afflictions. Been here the whole time but was too ignorant to listen. I was recommended roads to help with daily living. No idea of how I cope if she weren't here assisting.
I think I'm gonna die tonight, the air don't feel the same. Death embraces pleasure and I feel an early grave. Calling from the other side and welcomes me at once. With open arms and know it's time to end my final day.
Rose has been so good to me in these past few years. I'll be sure to compensate her time as mine is near. I wanted to enact this all, get everyone together. Even though some hate each other, hope that things can be corrected. I'll split up the estate, all into equal shares. I'm taking care of everyone and meeting death prepared. Adjust my tie and tuck my shirt, hear a creak and move. I turn around, I'm not surprised it turned out to be you.
I think I'm gonna die tonight, the air don't feel the same. Death embraces pleasure and I feel an early grave. Calling from the other side and welcomes me at once. With open arms and know it's time to end my final day. I think I'm gonna die tonight, the air don't feel the same. Death embraces pleasure and I feel an early grave. Calling from the other side and welcomes me at once. With open arms and know it's time to end my final day. Business, I've known him for years. I'm concerned about his drinking, how it can affect abilities to make decisions. But he was always gifted in knowing what to do in situations needed diplomacy. And he knows it too, he's never let me down and left me in awkward situations. I was starting in the morning, it's been requested I should be done with a sweet bonus on the final sum to make it that much more appealing. It's my last job, has to be the best one. They want to make sure he died how their father was killed in the past, a legacy of karma. Must have had it coming and requests like that to that family function and be discovered by relatives. I need to be careful and have to trust my gut. There's ain't exactly one that you can run a gun with. Too many witnesses pointing fingers amongst them. But could be the perfect cover, cause how many of them would suspect the butler? So cliche it works, I hope no one knows me treading in the dirt. Forgotten details, my blessing in this world that I made a place simple, can't do it long term. Already made foes with too many people, and the things are done, I'm not welcome in a steeple. And I bet karma finally catches up and brings it full circle, the balance made equal.